Being able to be alone is a very powerful space to be in. You start feeling like you're just going routine every day, but you're so not happy with yourself that you'd rather be with someone else. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new with us and you just found this channel because you were typing in the search bar, I don't know how to date, I don't know what I'm doing, please help, you've come to the right place. This is Date Theory. I am your host, the one bringing y'all the game so you ladies can understand what men are saying. You know the name, Touche, back with another one. Today, I want to talk about something that actually occurred recently. You know, we've been doing this whole strategic series dating. If you haven't tuned into that yet, I'm gonna put the link up here, and that's something that you definitely have to tap into because this is actually helping women have a structure going into dating. And these methods and these tips actually come from my background in sales, so it's actually a really cool combo fusion that brand new, no one's ever done before. So definitely check that out if you want to find success in dating and actually find the person that you're looking for. Now, back to what I want to talk about today. I was actually talking to a friend recently and she made me realize a few things. We were having a conversation and talking about dating, relationships, and just kind of like her journey and what she's been through. And one thing that I picked up, and it was like the common theme, is that she just kept settling. And I think that's something that we do so much in our life, is that we settle and we settle and we settle. Like we're either settling at our jobs, we're settling at things we want to do in life, but I don't think you should be doing any of those things because we all can get exactly what we want, but we have to be able to identify. Being aware is actually the first step because we don't actually know that we are settling in life. Here on this show, because we do talk about dating, relationships, and all forms of just human connection, it's important to actually be able to identify when you are settling and dating. With all the things that you're actually pushing for in life, don't let love be one of the things that you actually settled on. So for today's episode, I actually want to talk about 5 signs that will let you know, hey, I'm settling. Now, before we get into it, I hope y'all enjoyed your Valentine's Day and had lots of love. And if you didn't, that's all right. If you did have love, or if you were by yourself holding a balloon, subscribe to the channel. Now, the first one that I think is probably the number one thing that you do is you ignore red flags. Yes, red flags, they are there. Sometimes they're easy to identify. Sometimes you have no idea that they're even there, but it's all about being aware. And one of the signs that tells you, hey, I'm actually ignoring this red flag, is when you actually start overlooking behavior that doesn't align with yourself. If you see something and you're like, and it rubs you the wrong way, and it says, I wouldn't handle it like that. Why is this person acting like this? Or why did they make that decision? That's probably a red flag. And that's a sign that lets you know, hey, I need to evaluate this because I'm going in the wrong direction. But just trust your instincts. That's really what it is. When we start to overlook things, it's because we're not actually trusting what our body and our mind is innately telling us. You know that tingle you get when you see something wrong and you don't do anything about it, or you don't say anything, or you don't address it? That right there is a sense that you get from just overlooking. So when you get that and you feel some type of way, get out. The next sign that I think really occurs specifically when you are in a relationship. And you know, on the show, we talk about dating of all forms, whether it's dating a person and you being single, or actually dating while you're in a relationship. Because honestly, when you're with someone, you're always dating them. When you start ignoring your own personal growth and you start feeling stagnant, you start feeling like you're just going routine every day, and it's the same thing, and you're getting bored. You're like, why am I in this? There's no excitement in my life. It's because you're not being challenged. When you're with a partner that challenges you, not just on a personal level, but for your own growth, you know you're in the right situation. So when you're in that discovery phase, check the last video, you get to find out, is this person gonna be someone that I could learn from? Ladies, because that's the type of person that will challenge you, someone who can teach you. Someone who could teach you and you can learn from. It's someone that's always gonna keep your interest. You're not gonna ever feel like, hey, I can't necessarily grow with them anymore, because sometimes you outgrow the house that you grew up in. Another sign that you're settling is when you feel too comfortable. Just like the challenges of personal growth, sometimes when you are too comfortable and you're in a relationship, you also don't want to grow. You don't want to keep challenging yourself. You're not open to actually wanting new experiences or trying something different that might challenge you a little bit because you're just so comfortable in the situation. I've known people to actually be so comfortable in their situation that they know themselves it's not the best for them, but they'll stay there because it's just like, why would I want anything less? And that may work momentarily, but if you're someone that wants fulfillment in your life, you're not gonna find it in your comfort zone. The fourth sign that you're settling is when you start ignoring your needs and it's only about the other person. You know, when you would take care of yourself and you have like your own routines and you're like, all right, this is what I do. This is part of my routine. This is my self-care routine. This is how I wake up every day. I'm gonna enjoy my coffee. I'm gonna go read my book. I'm gonna do things that make me happy, go to the gym, and you find yourself just so much into someone else or into the relationship that you forget all those things that make you you. And that's why the person wanted to be with you in the first place. But ladies, you can trap yourself, because when you stop being who you are and who they remember when they first got you, guys will lose interest. So a great way to avoid that is be aware when you're not actually doing the things that make you happy for you and has nothing to do with anybody else. Go to the gym, go get a massage, read a book, do whatever makes you happy for you. And the fifth and most powerful confirmation that you're settling is when you have the fear of being alone. When you start to fear being alone and you only put yourself in situations because you don't want to be with yourself, you are settling. Being able to be alone is a very powerful space to be in. There is so much improvement that comes with you in a space that only involves you. I know dating is hard. Finding someone to do all the things that you love, that you would want to do with someone else, is tempting. You want that. I get it. You want to be cuddled up on Valentine's Day and have somebody to give roses to or give gifts to, see someone else's smile, go on vacations, go to dinners, dates, all those things. I get it. It is not worth you losing yourself, because that's what you end up doing when you have that fear of being alone. You put yourself in situations that you really aren't happy with, but you're so not happy with yourself that you'd rather be with someone else. I wanted to make this video and just take a quick break from the strategic series because we're actually wrapping that up. But drop a comment and tell me about a moment in your life where you're settling and you actually got out of it and what you did. Because I think information like that is actually great. And there's a lot of people who can actually benefit from that. Because it's not easy being aware of yourself and being aware of who you are and being aware of your power. But definitely, if you like the video and you enjoy the content and you aren't settling anymore, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I had a great time with y'all. And tune into the end of our strategic dating series. Y'all already know where you at and you know who you with. I'll see you on the next one.